Hello. Ooh. What? Trying to do a sound check. I don't know how to hook this stuff up. Doo-doo. It still sound like I hear myself. I don't know how to hook this stuff up. It ain't gonna hook up. I don't know. Just forget it. Just forget it. I was trying to do a sound check. It ain't working. So now I gotta put this back over here. It ain't gonna. I don't know. So let's forget it. Forget that. It ain't working. So it ain't working for me. So now I gotta put this back. It's not working. So I'm trying to do a sound check. My phone's so random. Forget that. All right. So I want to talk to you about. Let me see what these look like. I just got these at storage. Do these look better? Yeah, they look better. Look better. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, see, can I see better? They're cleaner too, ain't they? Mm-hmm. So I looked up. This what I want to. This what I want to know. I want to know like how many, like what percentage of like divorces and divorce rate from black families, white families, Hispanic families, and Asian families. So I did the percentage of like broken families, broken up families, and stuff like that. So approximately 70% of black children are born unto unmarried parents, and a divorce rate for the black marriages is estimated to be around 50% and 70%. Okay, so then I put, well, I didn't put in, it just pulled up. So white families is 30% of white children are born to unmarried parents. The divorce rate for white let me take these off because I can see better on this. So divorce rate for white marriages is estimated to be about 40 to 50%. So Hispanic families, about 50% of Hispanics children are born to unmarried parents. With a divorce rate also varies, typically ranging between those of blacks and white. Okay, Asian families. Asian families generally have lower rates of both unmarried births and divorce, with approximately 15 to 20% of Asian children are born to unmarried parents. Okay, so the summary of the family breakdown rate: the black families is 70%, 70% born um, to unmarried parents. Okay, and the divorce rate is 50 to 60%, 50 to 60% divorce rate. White families, 30% born to unmarried parents, 40%, 40 to 50% divorce rate. So Hispanic families is 50% born to unmarried parents. Divorce rate varies, but it varies. That's what it says. It varies. So Asian um Asian families is 15 to 20% born unto unmarried parents. Lower divorce rate with those guys. So then I also looked up. Let me see where it's at. I gotta find it. Uh, Stuttering Stanley. I think I erased it. I erased it. But yeah, so you just know, and then also I want to include, as in, you know what? This is why. This is why. So I watch Christmas movies. I've been watching. I don't know. I've been watching Christmas movies. The ending of the Christmas movies has been like wonderful. So when you try to watch Christmas movies with Black American Christmas movies and stuff like that, it like the movies that I've been watching is basically say I've been watching the ones with, like the mixed race or whatever. And so, like it's a happy ending where the gentleman, or the gentleman or the woman find love, and they they get married, they kiss. I tried to watch a just all African American movie. Why is it that it always had to end up with sex? That's just that's just in their mind. You understand? Change your mindset. Change your mind. Cause I mean that's for real. Like you see a lot of good movies happening, but then like, and especially Christmas movies. So if it's Christmas time and the child want to watch Christmas movies, you don't want to show your child, you don't want to expose your child to that type of environment, right? You don't want to expose your child to that type of environment. I mean, they're gonna see because they see their parents, mom and dad, kiss. I love you, baby. That. And then, like marriage. They want to. You want to put a child in front of a screen where there's no going to the bedroom, going to the bedroom, because that is ridiculous. You understand what I'm saying? So I watch movies like that because it's things that how the next generation, or how the next generation is basically built upon. They built upon things that they see, things that they hear. You understand what I'm saying? Things that they see and things that they hear. So if they see these things, they're gonna be curious about doing these things. Ooh, you understand what I'm saying? They're gonna be curious about doing these things. So therefore, I'd rather sit a child in front of a screen where you just see probably "I love you, baby," because you give your child a kiss. "I love you, sweetie, and I always will love you." You understand what I'm saying? You don't want to expose them to something that they're gonna be curious about. So I changed the movie. I did. I changed it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch that because it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's different cultures. Different cultures has their own little generational thing. different cultures have their own generational thing, and that's the God's honest truth. Generationals have their own, or different cultures have their own generational thing. So in their mindset, it's all about what? It's all about sexual desires and stuff like that. So in the movies, that's what they're gonna show, because I guess that's what they want people to see. And that's just like how the shows are nowadays, like how they got these shows where they exposing the women on there, like they half naked. Like what is, like what are you putting out to in the atmosphere that this is how life's supposed to be? And then you got these whatever these shows is, these shows where they go on there, the baddies, they want to fight, they want to do this, they want to do that. But what is that? What is that? That's showing the next generation where you supposed to be a bad A. No, don't do it. If any one of your kids watch this, don't be no baddie. Don't even put that in your mindset of you want to be a baddie, because that's not how life's supposed to go. That's not how life's supposed to go. I don't care if I shut down the whole thing. Let me tell you, because I'm gonna speak my mind on what I want to speak my mind on, and I'm speaking my mind on that. That's and then you and then they watching it, and then they got they buns out, they buns out, and it's supposed to be cool for people to see this type of thing. And then what kind of respect do you have? Want to be on television and explore your body? Can you answer that? Nope, they can't. So I was also watching a video on YouTube, I mean on Facebook, where because I just did not know, I did not know like a lot of things that was exposed, and like the darkness and all this stuff. And my thing is this: if you, I mean, because if you say it out your mouth, like for real, if you manifest something at your mouth, then that's gonna be manifesting your whole life. So out your mouth, you gotta watch what you say. You got to watch what you say, because when you start saying something, you manifesting this into your life. And I just seen this, like I mean, for real, like I be playing about people selling a stuck soul to the devil. But when you manifest it out your mouth, listen, when you manifest it out your mouth, that means it's true. And I just didn't really think that people, man, my stuff ain't sharing on here. But I'm gonna find a video. It's for some reason my video's not sharing. And but I'm gonna find a video, and that's with what's that girl name? Let me find it. If she could, what's that girl name? Some famous girl. I don't know her name. Uh, let me see if it's on my Facebook. Let me see, cause I shared a lot of stuff. They just don't share because people don't want you to talk about certain things, but it's true. Oh, here it is. But why it ain't showing up on my Facebook? Let me refresh my Facebook. It's showing up on here. Let's refresh it and see if I get a different result. But if not, I'm just gonna let you hear it from my phone. And it's like weird. Come on, you look ugly. Facebook. Oh, now I got them. But I have to put this thing back in. It might mess up my. Hold on. Hold on. Don't be discouraged. You gotta be patient. We're starting all over again. It's gonna be rough, but don't give up. We're gonna make it. It has been a change in me. My soul is anchored in the Lord. Come on now, 'cause you can't make me doubt him. I know too much about him, and I come too far to turn back now. Okay, I'm trying to get it ready for you guys, so I won't have to mess up everything. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's gonna play. So it has been a change in me. Her name is what's her name? Glorilla. That girl. That girl. Glorilla. Okay, we're gonna watch this video. Okay. Hold on, you guys, because it ain't even playing. It's just a video, but it ain't playing. Hold on, hold on. Don't be discouraged. You gotta be patient. Hey, we're starting out over again. It's gonna be rough, but don't give up. We're gonna make it. Woo. There has been a change in me. Okay, here we go. Nan's gonna play. Kiara Sheard and Chandler Moore collaborates. Let's do it. Franklin, Maverick City Music, Kiara Sheard and Chandler Moore collaborates with music artist Glorilla. The name of the song is Rain Down on Me. Like the song style? Is that what you're trying to say? And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, throughout this album, they are promoting the unfruitful works of darkness. And it's amazing that I heard a lot of people say that the Most High is using Glorilla to win people into his kingdom. First of all, Glorilla, she walks in darkness. As you can see in this photo, she has a tattoo of the pyramid and the all-seeing eye. Plus, she features, guess who, on this album? Sexy Red. And do you all remember on a prior video, she openly confessed to selling her soul to the prince of the world? I sell my soul. Should I just tell them the truth? Yes, they got me in this I don't know. I can't get out of it. I'm getting too much money. Another thing I find interesting, that they're not talking about this song called What You Know About Me, which is on the same album. And here's some of the lyrics. It's Glow, the MFP. Y'all know what the F going on. I like Ratchet B, twerking to the beat. So you mean to tell me we're going to praise the Most High and we're also going to exalt the Prince of the World on the same album? Make it make sense, because light and darkness has no fellowship. But the reality is Kirk Franklin, Kiara Sheard, Maverick City, and Chandler Moore, they are being used as bait to lure people on to Glorilla's platform. Just think about it.
What's the difference between Sonny Hayes and Joshua Pierce?
A lot of decades since the guy still lives with his mom. Let's see what you got, kid. F1 the movie, rated PG-13, June 27th.
What's your big idea?
Why would Glorilla make a song to lead people to the Most High? Do you realize she'll lose her fan base? I get it. They're going to justify this by saying, the Lord, he sat with sinners. Yes. What did she say out her mouth? That, yeah, I sold my soul. Yeah, I sold my soul to whatever she said. I don't even know what she said, but it's stupid. She sold her soul. She said she sold her soul. She can't get out of it because it's money in it. So you sold your soul to the devil because it's money in it. Open up your eyes. Listen to what people say. She sold her soul. I did not know a lot of people walk in the dark like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? I sold my soul because it's a lot of money in it. And I can't get out of this S. Do that look good? Do that look good? That's why I tell you guys, each and every one of you guys, that when you think that money always matter, always remember that the devil used the same tactics as the Most High God. The devil used the same tactics as the Most High God. So the devil will pull out money too. So you got to watch what you do in this world, baby. That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to tell people. You got to watch what you do, because the devil would do the same thing as the Most High God, because he was once there before. Remember, I tell you this over and over and over and over again. He was once there, so he know everything that every tactic that God does. So he walks in disguise of the Most High God, but he's not God. He just walked and portrayed to be God. That's a disguise, right? That's a mask that he portrayed himself as. But you got to watch what you do in life. You got to watch exactly what you do in life. The same thing that God, when God pull out blessings and God give you something, it comes in abundance. Same thing Satan does. When you're walking in darkness, you in hell. Remember, I told you I was in hell once upon a time. The devil does the same thing. The devil does the same thing. So you just got to understand how life goes. If you don't understand what how life really supposed to go, then you would never know anything. You would never ever know anything. Because Satan walk around in disguise. Satan uses people as well as God uses people. So you have to know. That's why you got to use your discernment. If you're a believer in the Most High God, you got to use your discernment on certain things that you do in life. Because if you don't use your discernment on it, then you're going to be walking with Satan and not understanding that you're walking with Satan. You're not going to understand that at all. And that's the God's honest truth. That what I tell people, that's why you got to know exactly what you do. I just know who I walk with. I know who I walk with. It's crazy, but it's real. And people are confessing out their mouth. Ain't no way in hell that I'm gonna turn my back on the Most High God to sell my soul just for some money of Satan. I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't care how much money somebody got. I don't care about none of that. Or how much somebody trying to pay me to do something. I'm not doing it. Me personally, I'm not doing it. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys, trying to get you to understand. Not understand that whatever narrative somebody even already portrayed of me, I don't care about that. I don't care about that narrative. That narrative can whatever you think of me, you can think of me. But my thing is, I'm getting the people to understand what God wants from you and what Satan is trying to do to you, baby. You got to know the same thing. You got to know. You got to use your discernment. If you don't use your discernment, if you don't know nothing about God, then you're not gonna be able to use that discernment. You're not gonna be able to use that discernment because God ain't put nothing on the inside of you. Because you're still walking in hell. You're still walking in hell, and that's where you got to know exactly like what to do with people that's walking in hell. Like I didn't need nobody to grab me out of hell. I needed to learn these things when I was walking in hell. I need to learn these things. I did for myself. I needed to learn what things that I needed to improve on to get myself out of hell. So you just got to understand. And it's real out here in these streets. It's real out here in these streets, and people don't understand that. They don't understand that. You know what? They look at some green piece of paper. They look at green piece of paper and you know what they want in their mind? I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to get that money. But who are you accepting money from? Because you think you're accepting it from God. Satan pour out money too. You got to remember that. You got to remember that. You can't. Listen. I'm gonna tell you the only reason why you can't, because you can't fool somebody that already been in hell before. You can't fool somebody that's already been in hell. I done walked in hell. I done walked in hell, so you can't fool a fool. I was once a fool before. If I was once a fool before, then how can you fool a fool? You can't. You can't. You can't. It would not be able to happen. Oh, oh Lord. It's something that I want to. Oh, I just pull it up. Hold on. I have to pull it up and I'm put it on this side. Because it's over here. Let me pull it up over here. Okay, so I'm gonna do it from here. Whenever I pull up, it's gonna pull up over there. No, did I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Here it is. And I'm gonna blow it up because I need to see. Okay, we're gonna get this right. So, so I want to share this message for you guys. I want to share this message for you guys. The message of hope and encouragement. Don't worry. Listen, when I tell you that I have walked in hell before, listen. When you done walked in hell, so you done had somebody that said something about you. You done had this happen to you. You done had that happen to you. You understand? So don't worry if you feel lost in the world in this world. Don't worry if you feel lost in this world. Life can be overwhelming, okay? Life can be overwhelming. And many of us experience moments where we feel directionless. We say it like that. Directionless, confused, and even defeated. Okay? We feel like we defeated. You know, life just bringing us down. Life just feel overwhelmed. Life just not this, and we just want to kill ourselves. Okay, but don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Don't. But listen. Let me give you some good news about this situation. You can do all things through Christ who strengthen you. Right? You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. The powerful promises in Philippians 4:13 reminds us that no matter how lost we may feel, we are never alone. Always remember that you are never alone if you follow the Most High God and you believe in Him. You are never alone. Christ is our strength, our God, and a source of hope. When we feel lost, listen, when we feel lost, it's easy to become discouraged. We may question our purpose. We all have purpose, our decisions, even our work. However, it is those moments of uncertainty that when we lean into our faith, listen, what I just say, lean into our faith. God has a plan for each of us. Even when we can't see it. Sometimes we can't see our purpose. Sometimes we can't see the plan that he has for us. You can't see it. It's unknown at that present time because he wants you to walk in these experiences. He wants you to do all this, feel discouraged. He wants you to feel less than yourself. He wants you down to the ground. He wants you rock bottom, just dried out. Because when you're dried out and you seem like there's nothing else or nobody's there to help you, he wants you to lean onto him. That's what he wants you to do. He wants you to lean onto him, not to humankind. He wants you to understand who he is and what he wants out of you. That's why it's called faith. It's called faith. He'll give you hope if you do what? Through Christ. Say it again. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Ask for strength. Ask him for strength. And he'll lead and guide your path. Okay? So when we question our purpose, our decisions, and even our worth, however, it is those moments where uncertainty can lean into our faith. God has a plan for each of us, even when we can't see it. He's always working behind the scenes. Listen, he's working behind the scenes, orchestrating our lives for the good, for our good. So I want to tell you, if you're walking in darkness today and you think that is cool, listen, it can be light in your world. You have to take this first step to say, you know what? I acknowledge that I was in hell. I acknowledge that I want to become a better version of myself, because you can't become a better version of yourself when you're still walking in hell. If you know that you're feeling lost, it's not permanent. It's not a permanent state. It's not a permanent state. It can be a stepping stone for growth and discovery of your life, man. You understand that? You have to come to agreement with self and know what self needs to change or want to change. Because everything that we do is a mindset thing. It's a mindset. So if we set our mind to negative things, that's Satan trying to enter into our brain. That's Satan. I'm just gonna tell you just how it is. That's Satan. Any negative talk, because God, if you know that God strengthens you, God can heal you, then why worry about negative things? Negative things are Satan. That's his tactics to make you feel like you're less than, to make you feel discouraged, to make you feel defeated. These are Satan tactics. So you got to understand, and you have to embrace the time for yourself to start understanding who you are as a humankind. Because if you don't know, you will never know. You'll let the world confine who you are. You'll let the world confine who you are. That's what you do. Because you see everything that's happening around the world. And you want to be like this person, but you don't know what that person's lifestyle is living like. Is that person in the dark? Is that person really following the Most High God? That's why discernment is important. Discernment is very, very important. When you don't use it, you lose it. Because you wonder why you lose it, because you be so confined, too confirmed with the patterns of the world, and you're not giving yourself time enough to understand what self wants, because you're looking at somebody else's life and you think somebody else's life is perfect. But do you actually know that person on the inside? Do you know their soul? You don't know. Just because this person is a pastor, just because this person is a gospel singer, you're looking at their life like, oh, they have a great life. They have a great life. So I want to follow behind those footsteps. But is those footsteps right? Because you haven't even used your discernment on that person. And if you're not following God, how are you gonna use a discernment? How you gonna get that inkling feeling that's in the inside of your soul to know the difference between darkness and light? Because darkness portrayed to be in light. You, as that humankind, have to understand what it is up here. You got to use your intuition on certain things. Okay. So embrace the time as an opportunity to see God, pray, reflect, reflect. When I say reflect, that means reflect on yourself to start understanding who self is. Because I'm gonna tell you this. You can walk on this earthly land, and with me using my discernment, you can walk on this earthly land, but I know I can feel you. I can feel your energy that's in the dark. It's dizzy. I can feel your energy in the dark. If I don't really have to be around you to feel your energy in the dark, but I feel it. I know who in the dark. I know who in the dark. I know who walking in the dark, but they don't want to. But people don't want to embrace who they truly are, because they confine themselves of the world, of follow behind what everybody else is doing. So I pick up on energy. I pick up on energy. I use my discernment. I trust me. If I can even touch you or look in your eyes, I know if you're in the dark. I know this. For some reason, I know it. And it's sad. But as for his guidance, ask God for his guidance. Ask God for his guidance. Right now, I want you guys to start praying and watch how things change in your life. Watch how things change in your life. To pray. You might not even know what to pray about. Just store it somewhere. Store it somewhere. He will guide your path ahead and give you the strength to navigate through life challenges. You understand? And I'm talking from my heart, because it's sad to see how much darkness that surrounds this world. It's not cute. It's not cute. And I know it's life, but that's not what my life is based upon. My life is not based upon that. And just I actually, if this come across your For You page, I want you to just start praying anything to get yourself out the darkness. Pray anything. Ask them for guidance. Anything. And I raise my right hand to the man with my hand on my Bible. Just pray anything. Ask him to what? Ask him to lead your path. Ask him to lead your path. Because if I have walked in hell, listen, I don't walked in hell. And a lot of people can't acknowledge that. You want to know why they can't acknowledge that? because they're not their true, authentic selves. I done walked in hell. When you step in somebody else's shoes, you don't know what that person has been through. I done walked in hell. I done had my darkest days. My darkest days. And just to say that, okay, don't repay evil for evil. I done walked in my darkest days. I done been evil. I done done evil. I done stole. That's evil. Because that's messing with somebody else's money. I done been a prostitute. I done been a whore in a relationship. I done had threesomes. But I want you to acknowledge who you are today, to start understanding that this is life. But how do you want your life to be? How do you want your life to be? Because it only takes you as that individual to understand what life is about. Life is not going to be perfect, but you can make it how you want it. So if this come across your For You page, this message is really meant to find you.